Okay, so yeah, hello. My name is Sarah Birch, and I'm the co-convener of the UK Guantanamo Network. I'm also act as the secretariat for the all-party parliamentary group for closing Guantanamo. The UK Guantanamo Network is an umbrella organisation, including Amnesty International, Close Guantanamo, the Guantanamo Justice Campaign, and other organisations within the UK calling for the closure of Guantanamo. We think it's really important to continually remind Parliament, to remind the public that Guantanamo is still open. It's been open for over 20 years now. Originally there were 750 detainees, now there are only a handful, there are 15, but the thing remains that all of these men have been detained and held without charge or trial. So today we're on our regular monthly vigil. We've been doing this all the time for many, many years, and what we do is we gather outside Parliament for 2 hours every month on the first Wednesday of every month. Every 6 months we meet outside the US Embassy and we hand out leaflets and raise awareness. Now today we've called upon the members and the officers of the all-party parliamentary group from across the political spectrum to come out and join us today. So Chris Law MP, who is the chair of the all-party parliamentary group, was here, and other members of Parliament and the House of Lords have come out here to show their support to call for the closure of Guantanamo. It's important, at the very least, that these men are not forgotten and that they know that there are campaigners all over the world campaigning for their release and campaigning for justice. Guantanamo has been called a stain on humanity by the United Nations, who have declared it an illegal detention centre, and we're out here to do all we can to close Guantanamo and to call for justice for those who are currently detained there and for those who have been detained there.
So I'm Natalie Bennett, one of the 2 Green Party members of the House of Lords, and I'm here today to support the vigil saying close Guantanamo Bay now. It's a really crucial, such a long-running human rights issue. There's 15 people who've been there from the start. Some of them have been charged, some of them not been charged. They've been subjected to torture, they're not getting proper medical treatment. And getting out the message that those people are still trapped there is really important. But the further point is the fact that President Trump has flown plane loads of people under really unclear legal circumstances, and we don't know how they're being treated, we don't really know what's happening, to Guantanamo Bay. The prison in El Salvador is much better known, but Guantanamo Bay, this is happening too. What we want to see is the British government putting pressure on President Trump, at least talking about this, saying this is unacceptable and it needs to stop. Human rights are an issue that should be applied without fear or favour. Human rights are universal. We shouldn't just use them as a stick to beat the people we want to disagree with. We should apply them to everybody all around the world.